Do not be alarmed, but it is officially the month before Christmas. There's about 50 days until actual Christmas Day. And I don't know about you, but I mean, already we're starting to think, oh yeah, let's start planning the holidays. We've got the work Christmas do coming up. Got some ideas for costumes for this year for that, perhaps. You've got community Christmas parades. It's all coming pretty thick and fast. And I suppose there's a temptation to go, oh yeah, well let's hit cruise control until we go on the summer holidays. Not at cv.co.nz. Still nose to the grindstone. Tom O'Neill, kia ora, good morning. Thanks for your time.
Morning, I'm afraid.
I mean, hey, don't want to misrepresent. Maybe you are already thinking, oh, yeah, summer holidays, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. But there is an opportunity, I suppose, as we hit the beginning of November, instead of hitting cruise control, is to have a little bit of a plan for how we can end the year well. And that's what we're talking about today.
Absolutely. So often, the ball just gets dropped sort of near the end of the year. We tend to focus on, oh, gee, it's November and I've got a few things I need to sort out, and then, need to organise the holidays and need to blah, 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 blah. And so sometimes, we can maybe just take our eye off the ball in terms of just finishing well.
Yeah.
And it's really that's really what I wanted to sort of touch on today.
It is a bit of a temptation to go, oh, well, gosh, there's no point starting any big projects now because it's nearly Christmas. I mean, having said it's nearly Christmas, it's still like 50 days until Christmas. So there's still quite a long time before Christmas. But as the days get longer and warmer, we get into a bit of a summer vibe. But, actually, if we put the plan in place, I suppose if we crack out the old to-do list and go, so what is it that I need to achieve between now and my summer break to know that I'm ending the year well? I mean, it's going to be good for your peace of mind, your career advancement, and the boss is going to look kindly at it as well.
Look, absolutely. Exactly as you say, a month out from Christmas, or not, sorry, the month before Christmas, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But in actual fact, it's very easy just to go, all right, well, I'll go into cruise mode, as you say. But in actual fact, we've still got, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of work ahead. Where we can really make a difference. And again, when we're maybe on the competitive side, for example, sales or something like that, a lot of colleagues will be sort of slowing down, and it's a great opportunity to say, all right, so where am I at? Read budget, or in terms of customer service or whatever it is, what are my key performance indicators I've been looking at, and just really making sure we're on track to nail those. And there may be a few little rats and mice that we kind of forget about in our performance plans that kind of gets shunted to the back in favour of the big shiny performance goals. And then we get to the end of the year and oh shivers, I haven't done this or haven't done that. And so a great opportunity just to really go back through and just make sure all the boxes are ticked. And again, making sure that we're honouring our employer really at the end of the day.
And hey, this is a particularly good thing if performance reviews or annual reviews are part of what you do in terms of your career, to be able to say the next time you have an annual review, yes, that target that you set for me, or that objective that I was to look at, or that training that I was supposed to do, those boxes are all ticked, that's all finished. It means that you don't have that hanging over you in the back of your mind as you go off to the holidays. You can have actually a relaxing holiday, right?
See, really, this is to some degree what this is about. Finishing well so you can start well.
Yeah.
Not finishing badly, so now you got to start, with a whole bunch of stuff you haven't quite tidied up the year before, and then really by the time you start, you're now sort of February, 25. So this is really a great way just to sort of look around and see what sort of low-hanging fruit you can sort of pluck off and shine up and just get it just right. And that way you're starting 25 brand new, fresh, ready to go.
It's probably better to have this conversation, this internal monologue in November rather than December, because that really is the silly season. Things do tend to get a little bit hectic at that time of the year. And I suppose a good time, we sort of think, New Year's Eve, you do that mental stock take. Am I where I wanted to be at this time? But hey, if we bring that forward a couple of months, if we have that conversation about, am I where I wanted to be in terms of my career progression, then that means that you're going to kick off 2025 with a bit more of a plan, I suppose.
Look, absolutely. How I always say things is, think about where you want to be in 10 years' time and,
Yep.
map that out. Then back from that, 5 years, what do I need to achieve? Then in the next 12 months, what do I need to achieve to get to that, 5-year goal, the 10-year goal? And this is really just a small to-do list on that way through that process. Just making sure you're on track in terms of your own personal progression. For example, maybe personal development. There may be, again, learning and development. We tend this time of the year go, all right, no, done for the year, thanks very much. But hey, look, there may be a course or certificate you can look to, start research, whatever it is, and that way you're starting 25 well. Or there may be a course, that, part-time or, there's 2 or 3 days that you can try and knock off during the year. I mean, bear in mind, if your business at end of year is end of December,
Yep.
There's the training budget that needs to be ticked off. So you may have some funds there available to say, hey boss, there's X available. Can I do this course just before Christmas?
And
again, that just looks really good because all your colleagues are pretty much on the download, just chilling, and you're like, hey boss, great to do this course.
Exactly, and budget that doesn't get used 1 year may not be included in the budget line for next year.
Oh, definitely not be included in the exit, pretty much, yeah.
Exactly, and hey, maybe in terms of the stock taking, this is something you and I have talked about beforehand. If you're saying, you know what, I'm really not where I wanted to be at the end of 2024 in terms of career progression, maybe that is an opportunity to use the summer holidays to scrub up your CV, cv.co.nz. Of course, a great place to start on that, and maybe start 2025 with a new set of goals with a new career. Tom, thank you for what you do in this space. We're not quite at the end of the year yet. Look forward to chatting with you next time.
God bless my friend. Have a great rest of your week.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.